Y'all, welcome back to another video. So today we will be making some vegan chicken parmesan, and it was so delicious. It was very quick and easy to make, so let's go ahead and get into it so y'all can see exactly how I made it. First, we're starting off with some lion's mane. This is what we will be using for the chicken substitute or our meat. And I do have 3 here. So you can find these anywhere at your local fresh market, or I heard Publix has them. Anywho, we're going to go ahead and add some plant butter. I use Country Crock avocado butter and put that down into the pan. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the stalk from the bottom of the lion's mane mushroom. I do not like to cook this part. It's definitely up to you, but I always remove it. So you want to go ahead and remove that off of all of the bottom of the lion's mane mushroom. Then we're going to place them into the melted butter. So to get the mushrooms down to your liking, we're going to use another pan on top of the mushrooms, similar to how we make our vegan steak. If you have saw me make that, it's going to be the same process. So you're basically just taking a pan and go ahead and mashing it down to mash all of the water out. We're going to flip them over and do the same process and continue to go ahead and mash them down. On about the second or third time of mashing, I'm going to go ahead and start to season mine. So I'm using some Celtic salt, black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and a little bit of Italian seasoning. And of course you want to flip them over and season the other side as well. If your pan starts to get a little bit dry, you can go ahead and add some more of that plant butter, as you see here, just so it can continue to cook down. And you want to continue to mash down and flip, mash down and flip. As I'm using the pan to smash them down, it's starting to get a little bit hot, so I had to put on an oven mitt, y'all. So you just want to continue to smash them until you get them as flat as you like. I wish I would have flattened mine down some more, but this is how they ended up looking. Very, very delicious. So while that is cooling down, we want to go ahead and make our egg for the mixture. So I am using some flax egg. It's about 1 tablespoon to 3 tablespoons of water to mix this. So I did about 4 eggs. Next, you want to go ahead and set up your dipping station, which is going to be the flax egg that we just made, some flour, and then we're also going to be using some panko breadcrumbs. Make sure to get the vegan ones because some breadcrumbs are not vegan. So anyway, we want to go ahead and season up our dipping station. So I'm using the same seasoning, some Celtic salt, black pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder. This time I did add some paprika and a little bit of Creole seasoning. And you want to make sure to mix in your seasoning very well because of course we want the seasoning to get all over our vegan chicken. First, we're going to start by putting it into the flour and go ahead and coating both sides. And then we're going to dip it into our flax egg and then into the breadcrumbs. You want to make sure that you have the flour, the egg, and the breadcrumbs all over so that the breadcrumbs will stick very well so that you get a nice golden crust on the lion's mane mushroom. Once we got all of them covered in our breadcrumbs, we're going to go ahead and drop them down into some oil. Now y'all, this is some oil that I already had on the stove. You do not really need this much oil because you do not want to deep fry them. You really just kind of want to brown them on both sides. And of course, as you saw, we just dropped our noodles into some hot water so that we can make our spaghetti noodles. And then you want to flip them once they begin to get golden brown. The sauce that we'll be using today, of course, is none other than Raos because I think it is the most organic. So you want to basically put the marinara sauce onto the chicken once it comes out of the grease. Now I did not warm this, I just did this straight out of the jar because we are going to pop this into the oven once we add our other ingredients on top. So you want to make sure you are, like I said, just adding the marinara. Of course you can add as much or as less of this as you like on top of the mushroom once it comes out of the grease, and just spread it around so that it is all over the top. Next, we're gonna go in with some vegan mozzarella. I'm just adding a little bit of the mozzarella on top because we do want to do the majority of Parmesan cheese. So you're gonna go in with that vegan mozzarella and then the vegan Parmesan. Once you have the cheese on all of them, you want to pop them in the oven on broil on high, okay? Just broil until they're crispy. And then next we're going to go ahead and continue to cook our noodles. So once they are done to your liking, of course, I like mine a little bit squishy, kind of like, of course, spaghetti, because that's what it's giving. And we're going to go ahead and strain the water off, and then we're going to add the rest of that marinara sauce to the spaghetti noodles. Now I am going to season this as well. I'm just going to be using some Celtic salt, black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and some Italian seasoning. Once we plate it up, baby, this is what it is looking like. I did sprinkle some parsley on top. Y'all, this meal was so freaking delicious. You must try it. Do not forget to like, comment, subscribe. I want to thank y'all so much for watching until the end of this video, and I will see you on the next one.